Nicole Remigio baila.
This must be my transportation to the sanctuary.
Chúpala ahí, pendeja. Loco, mira qué lindo.
Carla
Fhalgof'n.
Ávila los bolones. Caperucita a paleta. Dale paleta.
Nothing bad is going to happen to
Nicole
me
Remigio
here,
que pregunta.
as menacing as this place might look. The island, the ooze, those sea creatures. They're just defending themselves, like a wild animal against an unknown threat. That's how they perceived the expedition, like a
Nicole
threat.
Remigio Cape dale
But I,
paleta.
on the other hand, I wasn't a threat. And I definitely wasn't unknown.
Caperucita a ella no le
was I?
gustan las paletas.
They
Loco,
seemed
qué
to
lindo.
recognize me, as if I was one of their own.
¿Por qué te
Everything
gustan más los
seems so
bolones?
distant now.
Casi terminas ahí.
As
Me
if I
imagino
first
que
stepped
sí.
on that white beach thousands
¿Por qué
of
te
years
gustan más
ago.
los bolones, Carla? La
A full
punta es
moon?
redonda.
It can't be. Yesterday was a new moon. Did I lose track of time, or maybe this place isn't subject to the laws of physics? That's the only explanation I can find for this surreal night. It's hard to believe everything's
Carla Ávila,
real.
exacto. Son más
Maybe it
fáciles de
isn't.
chupar.
Maybe I'll open my eyes sometime and I'll be back in our home in Inglewood and
Loco, mira
everything
qué
will be as
lindo, loco, el
before.
juego. Mira, 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 mira.
My perfectly
Wow,
ordinary
man.
life with Harry. My daily routines.
Caperucita a velo
My
ahí.
illness.
Tiki tiki tiki, eso es la noche entera.
And then I'll need to shake off this strange feeling that I have now. The feeling that I don't really belong there.
Hailen. Entre al
Anymore.
server y me saco
And
pipipi.
with there, I don't mean Englewood, or Boston, or Newburyport. I mean... How is it possible that the strange events of only 2 days on this island makes more sense to me than the life that I've been living for years? There it is. The sanctuary. Another camp.
Carla
Though it's
Ávila,
little
estoy a
more than a
dieta de
few
los
things
dulces,
scattered
pero a
about.
veces sí.
My dear old pal. I never should have trusted Cass. I thought she cared about you, but she's just mad, obsessed with this place. I can't trust her to help me overcome the
Carla
last
Ávila,
obstacle.
ríete.
This door. I know how to open it. But what I have to do is mix my blood with the black
Rulay
ooze.
arroba Nicole Remigio quiere
Am I
pelear.
mad for even considering that? It's the
Rulay,
only way we
saludo
can be
buenas.
together. It has to work, right? All this can't be a coincidence. The ritual is made for the two of us, isn't it, Nora? I wish you could be here to...
Rulay Jai.
Damn it. I have to think it over.
Hailen.
I
Arroba
can't.
cero caponi.
Tomorrow. Leave it for tomorrow, damn it. Stop writing.
What are you saying, Harry? Don't you see
Nicole
what the black
Remigio
ooze
arroba
does? What it
cero
did to
you
the
no
doctor?
quiero tan
Are
temprano.
you out of your mind?
Rulay arroba Hailen KLK dame la luz.
Heavens. This dagger looks exactly like the one I have.
Nicole Remigio arroba cero caponil.
It's the
Rulay
blood of
arroba
these
Nicole Remigio pero yo
creatures.
sí.
Some sort of catalyst. A library?
Rulay arroba
What are
Nicole
you talking
Remigio
about,
dímelo
Harry?
jajaja.
Cállese usted, fresca.
So I
Carla
have to
Ávila, ¿y
put my
quién no?
hand inside? Harry asleep in his tent. What a creepy photograph. Oh my, she sounds completely out of her mind. A camera. It must be Cassandra's.
Bien y tu corazón.
Let's give it a try. Ouch! Oh! Ah!
Carla Ávila arroba
What was
caperucita paleta.
that? You, but it isn't. Those are my spots. They've
Rulay
moved.
arroba Nicole Remigio.
Oh, I really hope this works.
Nicole Remigio arroba cero ven. Caperucita @ Carla Ávila no me dan.
If he's behind that door, I wonder which Harry I'll find. How much would be left of the man I love? And how much of the man who has lost his sanity in this place?
Caperucita ríete.
An eye and a star. Look at the stars, maybe. The stars are aligned, forming a constellation that I don't
Carla Ávila
recognize.
como que no. Cógelas tú.
That is not the same sky you can see
Caperucita
from Earth.
azaroso.
And if that's not the Earth's sky, where am I now? All these papers are riddled with incoherent doodles. I wonder what this means. Those stone statues seem to rotate with this switch. Constellations and stars. These people seem to worship otherworldly gods. I wonder what this means. A shining constellation. I better draw it. Where is this door leading me? They carried these people here to test them. Like a challenge of some sort.
Carla Ávila pero él.
It's a pentagon-shaped symbol with channels in its edges. What
Carla
was it
Ávila
used
canta
for?
asterisco.
Ok, seguro eso se abren de otra forma. Pero vamos a entrar aquí primero.
They took them to a throne room. That was the final step in the ritual. What
Túnico.
an odd structure. Riddled with nooks and crannies and endless stairways.
Carla @ dar.
Maybe it only hurts the first time. Ah! The second also hurts. When I arrived on this island, I felt like I was trespassing. But now, I feel like this is where I belong.
Dar.
Imagino que para yo entrar a este lado,
Carla Díaz cállate.
Black and white figures.
nada más me faltan los blanquitos y ya. Porque no le di. Hasta que ellos están para abajo ahí.
Tiki, 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 eso es la noche entera.
Ahora sí. Porque no le di.
Again? Seriously? Ah!
Esta yo no la vi, ¿no?
I think I can feel the agony of the slaves, their suffering, and the effects of their transformation. It's horrifying.
Wow, man.
This place is like a labyrinth. They were submerged in black ichor. Harry seems to be on the brink of madness. But I don't feel the slightest hint of confusion. On the contrary, I feel my mind is more focused than ever. Oh, come on. One more time. Ow! That hurt! Again.
Así, como si no fuera nada. Ay, no. Hasta aquí abajo.
All the doors are open, but where is the constellation I need to open the throne room? Another one of those gates. I have to get into the water again. I can feel the torment of the thousands of slaves who perished here.
No, ya yo puse YouTube. Wow, me falta uno de descifrar.
Again? Seriously?
Ya son demasiado. No era. Yo iba a hacer algo con Hylen era hoy. Y a Hylen no lo deja entrar. Y Lina no aparece, entonces yo no.
The door to the sanctuary is open.
Sabía que nomás faltaba uno.
Time to find out what's waiting for me inside. My God. Nothing that happens here appears to respect the most basic rules of physics. However, as strange as it may be, it does maintain a peculiar harmony. Like the workings of a clock, or a music box. Harry, is that you? No, 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 no! Tell me this isn't you, Harry. It can't be you. It can't be. No, no, no. Why did you do it? Oh my God, Harry, no! In the end, you performed the ritual. You poor fool. But why? I don't understand it. Why? You knew it. You knew it wasn't going to work. You knew the ritual wasn't going to work. That's why you never sat on the throne. You didn't even perform the ritual, did you, Harry? But you wanted me to think that you had. You even left a lure to confuse me. But why? What really happened? The only person with you in that sanctuary beach was Cassandra. So if you didn't die, it had to be her. Did she use the dagger to open the gates and carry out the ritual? You tried to stop her, but it was too late. She shot you with your own gun and left you for dead, didn't she, Harry? Because Cassandra was ambitious and would stop at nothing to uncover the secrets here. The island fueled that hunger for knowledge. You had doubts about whether the ritual would work. But what happened to Cassandra cleared up those doubts. The ritual wasn't for people like you. The ritual was only
La que estaba en la vaina era la tipa.
But you refused to believe it until the island itself spoke directly to you. Fhalgof'n. She is our daughter. That's when you finally understood. You understood what my fate would be if I didn't come here and carry out the ritual. A slow and painful death. So you faked your own demise and left your glasses near Cassandra's corpse. Those same glasses you never take off.
Y no porque
And
yo
you
quiera.
sent me the package from Tahiti, Harry. Your picture, the key, the dagger. Another one of your scavenger hunts. And I took the bait. You made me come to this island, the same island where you almost lost your mind and your life, the same island where 4 members of your expedition perished. Why did you deceive me, Harry? You said you would never lie to me. Why didn't you tell me the truth? Why did you do this to me? Because you knew that I would never accept my fate if it meant leaving you. Right, my love? Not even if staying with you would mean a slow and painful death. So the only way to get me to leave you was to make me believe you were dead. And you chose to live a life without me, so I could be who I really am. That's why you tried to deceive me. But I know you too well, my dear old pal. We've had so many years together, so many moments of love, happiness, understanding, friendship. A whole beautiful life with you. I know what you tried to do, but I can't let you make this decision for me, Harry. Either I embrace my fate and accept what I've always been, and leave you behind, or I reject it and return home with you to relish the time that my illness gives us. It's my decision to make.
Porque aquí yo lo abandono a él. Bueno.
We had a really good life. But that's not my life anymore, is it, Harry? Not after what I've been through on this island. Not after all I've found out about myself. I can't fool myself anymore. I have to accept what I truly am and leave you behind. I'm going back home.
Una sirena.
What a lovely melody. I don't believe I've ever heard more than a few notes. Until now. For years I thought I was sick. But the truth is, I was homesick. My poor health, the pain, the suffering. It was all because of how far I was from here. Everything seems so far away now. No trace of pain, no trace of sickness. Nothing besides this place. It's so pleasant to forget everything else. Nothing matters anymore. I'm finally one of the thousands of minds connected to the I-Core. Connected with the Elder God. Goodbye, Harry.
Hylen, ¿ahí termina el juego?
Es el rey, ¿ya qué?
Efungblui awachnagel.